Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Austin Reaves reacts to Lakers' quiet offseason. Los Angeles Lakers star guard Austin Reaves is not losing sleep on the team's lack of movement this offseason. "I like where we're at," Reaves told reporters in the Philippines during a promotional trip for a sports betting app on August 3. "And I think that we have what we need to go compete for a championship." Reaves pointed to the Lakers leading the Denver Nuggets for 150 out of 200 minutes in their first-round playoff matchup as a reason for his optimism. Despite that startling fact, the Lakers lost in 5 games, which Reaves said can't even really wrap your mind around. "But it was just a couple of sequences down the stretch that we didn't execute. They executed, but if we did, we beat them in that series and we go on and have an opportunity to play Minnesota. So I like where we're at." The Lakers had a quiet offseason, despite LeBron James' earlier offer to take a pay cut. They struck out in their free agent targets. The only major change they made was to replace the ineffective Darvin Ham with rookie head coach J.J. Redick. "Redick is someone that's a fierce competitor," Reaves told reporters in the Philippines. The Lakers guard recalled an interesting meeting with Redick in Las Vegas during the NBA Summer League. "He came up to us and was like, I've been staring at a whiteboard for 3 hours trying to figure out how we're going to do this stuff. So you can just tell the intensity that he has, the time that he's going to put in," Reaves said. The Lakers have surrounded Redick with former NBA head coaches Nate McMillan and Scott Brooks, along with G League Coach of the Year Lindsey Harding. Longtime assistant coaches Bob Bayer, Greg St. Jean and Bo Levesque complete Redick's staff. The Lakers have been quiet this offseason, but not for the lack of trying. They have targeted Klay Thompson and DeMar DeRozan, but both free agents went to Dallas and Sacramento, respectively via sign-and trade. The Lakers' lack of financial flexibility doomed their offseason. During their rookies Bronny James and Dalton Connect's introductory press conference, Lakers Vice President of Basketball Operations Rob Pelinka explained their cautious approach in the trade market. "We're going to always be aggressive to trying to make roster upgrades, and we'll be relentless to continue to look at what we can do," Pelinka told reporters. But he also noted they are being cautious because of the new, punitive collective bargaining agreement that restricts teams who reach the first and second aprons on what they can do to build out their rosters. "If the right deal comes and we have to put in draft picks, we will," Pelinka told reporters. "We are now in the apron world. The Lakers have 2 first-round picks, 2029 and 2031, at their disposal, plus 5 second-round picks from next year's draft until 2031. Pelinka cited contending teams losing players, which is a result of the new CBA. Kansas City Chiefs players and staff overwhelmingly agree that LeBron James is the GOAT. The Kansas City Chiefs showed some massive love to Los Angeles Lakers superstar LeBron James when asked who is the greatest basketball player of all time. James received the most votes of any player mentioned, tallying 17 in the video, while Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant each fell short of even 10 votes. Chiefs superstar tight end Travis Kelce, who like James was born in Ohio, had a message when he declared that the 4-time champion is the greatest basketball player ever. "Man, you already know, man, it's all about Bron, man," Kelce said. "Northeast Ohio, baby. Something in the water." There were a few other players that received votes from the players and coaching staff of the Chiefs, including Larry Bird, Anthony Edwards, and Carmelo Anthony. James certainly has one of the best arguments to be considered the greatest basketball player of all time, as he's now the NBA's all-time leading scorer and has led 3 different franchises, the Cleveland Cavaliers, Miami Heat and Lakers, to an NBA title. Despite turning 39 years old during the 2023-24 season, James showed that he is one of the game's best players once again, earning an All-NBA selection and an All-Star nod. A 20-time All-Star, James averaged 25.7 points, 7.3 rebounds, and 8.3 assists per game while shooting 54% from the field and 41% from deep in the 2023-24 regular season. This summer, he is a part of an amazing group of talented NBA players competing for the gold medal in the 2024 Paris Olympics. James is currently ranked number 1 on FIBA's Olympic MVP ladder. A 4-time champion, 4-time NBA Finals MVP and 4-time League MVP, James has had continued success throughout his lengthy NBA career, making the NBA Finals in 8 straight seasons from the 2010-11 campaign through the 2017-18 season. While Jordan and Bryant have more championships on their respective resumes than James, the former number 1 overall pick in the 2003 NBA draft has accumulated insane statistics, including his current scoring record of 40,474 points. It's cool to see athletes, coaches, and personnel from another sport, especially a championship team like the Chiefs, acknowledge James' greatness. The Lakers star will look to add to his resume when the 2024-25 NBA regular season kicks off later this fall. Lakers reportedly interested in trading for star big man. One of the main players that the Los Angeles Lakers were connected with all offseason was center Jonas Valanciunas. He ended up signing with the Washington Wizards, leaving the Lakers to look elsewhere to upgrade the frontcourt depth. Los Angeles entered the offseason looking to bring in more help at the center position to play alongside star Anthony Davis. However, the team hasn't added any player to the frontcourt and they are still in search mode. But it seems that the Lakers may get a second chance at landing Valanciunas once he becomes eligible to be traded by Washington. According to Sean Devaney of Heavy.com, there is an expectation that the Wizards will move Valanciunas before the trade deadline next season. And the Wizards wisely scooped him up on a 3-year, $30 million contract to open free agency. The expectation is that Washington will begin looking for a deal for Valanciunas in December, when he becomes eligible to be traded. Expect competition, though. The Lakers were mentioned as a team that could be interested in landing Valanciunas if the Wizards do make him available. He could help the team solidify the center spot and push Davis to his natural power forward role. The New York Knicks and Golden State Warriors were also mentioned as potential teams interested in the center. So, the Lakers could have some competition for the services of Valanciunas. The Knicks, will see how their center spot develops, one NBA exec told Heavy Sports last month, adding the Lakers as a contender for his services. The Warriors, if the Lauri Markkanen thing does not work out. Valanciunas spent last season with the New Orleans Pelicans, averaging 12.2 points and 8.8 rebounds per game. He shot his lowest career percentage from beyond the three-point line since the 2018-19 season at 30.8%. However, Valanciunas has been a solid floor spacer for teams in the past. If he were to be traded to the Lakers, it could help the Los Angeles offense to have someone who is at least somewhat of a threat from deep on the floor with Davis. The Lakers could see where they are as a team in December when Valanciunas becomes trade eligible and the front office can make a decision. Los Angeles could have point guard D'Angelo Russell's expiring contract to trade, which could intrigue the Wizards. There are a lot of moving parts, but Los Angeles could end up landing Valanciunas after all if things turn out well. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jonas Valanciunas? Leave your opinion in the comments.